So what do you want to eat?
Let's see, McDonald's.
McDonald's is good.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
good. Chipotle.
Bam!
I really hate him.
Every time.
Every time. So Gus, Nick, today's question comes from 24-year-old Marcus. Marcus says, my girlfriend is really hard to deal with sometimes. Every time it gets to lunchtime, she always asks me where I want to eat. When I give her an answer, she says she doesn't want that. She then says she doesn't care where we go. Those things don't match up. What should I do? How do I decide where to eat?
The age-old question.
Well, Marcus, you reached the right people. Someone who has absolutely no qualification to help you is going to help you deal with someone who I don't know.
To be fair, no one's qualified to deal with this specific question.
Yeah, there is no right
There's no person
answer
that
to
majored
this.
in this in college, right?
At
So I think
all.
we're going to be...
Let us know if you did.
Yeah.
I feel like this, I hear this a lot. Like a lot of people complain about this. It's really not that hard, I think. It's like, ultimately, just learn the places that the other person likes to go to and suggest those places.
And yeah,
like,
go from there.
I mean, like, you do have some power here. Like, it's easy to think that you're powerless, but ultimately, think about all the places that the other person likes and then pick your favorite from there. So it's like, you're still picking stuff you like, just prioritize based on what you think that they're going to go along with. Like, if you're with someone who doesn't like pizza, don't suggest pizza. That's a no-brainer. Of course they're going to say no. They may not care, they just may not really like pizza, although everyone's...
Exactly. That's probably the worst example to
Yeah.
use in that scenario. But so the thing with this is like this is not unique to relationships between you know like lovers. That's something you deal with every day. It's lunchtime, we're at work. It's like, where do we eat? And it's that constant fight. I think it really comes down to weeding out the options. So it's like, all right, so what do we not want? Is there any genre that we want? You know what I mean? Mexican, Chinese, pizza. These are genres. You know, you kind of whittle it down that way and kind of go from there. It's like Asian. Okay, which Asian? Are we talking about Japanese? Are we talking about Chinese? You can go from there. It's like, oh, I just had Japanese. I don't want that. You need to kind of go through that kind of just the flow chart, and you'll eventually get somewhere.
Good advice.
What I like to do is I like to pick like 2 restaurants that I know that person likes and then one that I know we both like, so that no matter what, the decision can be made fast. Because ultimately what you don't want to do is pick 3 that you know you like and then have to be talking the other person into it. Then you're just going to be like, I'm not hungry anymore, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, the thing, I'm a little bit more picky than that, where it's like I usually know, like I want something and it's about convincing the other people.
Yeah, I'm well aware of how you
exactly.
operate.
But the key there is you never lead with the one you want. You always suggest something that they like, then another thing, and then yours, and then one more. It needs to be sandwiched.
See, then you're totally doing it wrong because this is how you operate. Tim, where do you want to go to lunch? I don't know, Nick, where do you want to go to lunch? I'm thinking Chipotle. I like Chipotle, but I don't love Chipotle. Is there something like Chipotle that might be like Chipotle, but better than Chipotle, but cheaper than Chipotle, and closer than Chipotle?
See, no. You
What
don't
do you
do that.
think?
That's way too many words. You just say it, and you say you either want it or don't want it.
Right.
You don't need to give reasons. You don't need to do anything. It's just like, all right, this place, nah, I had it last night. This place, here's the reason I don't want that. That place, I'm okay with that. Really, if you just say I'm okay, you don't want the other person to know that you want something.
Right.
If you're okay with it, don't let it slide.
If you want to take it a step further, I have a spreadsheet of food places all around near the studio
Smart.
that breaks it down by food type, distance, and price according to Yelp, and then we can hit a randomizer that picks something from the list for us.
My God, you really are the right person
I
for
love
this. That's
that.
some advanced
So
techniques.
if you really want to get into it, you can build something similar using. I mean, we do ours on Google Docs, so
That
it doesn't matter.
is spectacular. Gus, thank you so much for joining us. Where can people find you?
You can find me at receipт.com/Gus or Twitter at Sorola.
You can find us every Monday, 9 a.m., youtube.com/kindoffunny, where me and Nick will give you love and sex advice. If you need help, go to kindoffunny.com/love-and-sex, fill out the form, and we'll get right back to you.
And if you need clothings, like just any items of clothing that revolves around your chest, go to kindoffunny.com/store where you can get the Love and Sex Stuff t-shirt, or this t-shirt, or that t-shirt. You can't get that one because it's probably too expensive. And Gus bought it someplace where they handmade it for
I've got
his
pizza.
perfect
I've got
chest.
pizza on it.
Oh man, it's really valuable.